Good afternoon. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, subscribes, comments, everything, everyone. I appreciate it all. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and ring the bell. We're going to clear out this energy and we are going to see what the message the Spirit has for us today. So, it's a very strong ring. Solid. Solid. Let's see what we're going to pull some from the big stack. Ooh, at the bottom. Hey, red violet crystals, how are you? Something about you, you were not the usual type. Something about you. Your realness, your authenticity, your your heart, your strength, what you bring to the table. I'm glad to hear that, red violet. Hey, Shaylin, how are you? I am well. I am well. Seems like life is starting to calm down for me, which is a good thing. Something about somebody lovingly left before, or when it's time to lovingly leave. You don't entertain the drama. You're not into the drama, the trauma, nothing like that. I'm great, Shaylin. Hey, Braggsy. You don't entertain the drama, the trauma, something like that. Something about you lovingly left a weasel. Somebody, who was scared. They had a low IQ, It's like you just said enough was enough. Like I said, you 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 said I'm above this because you felt like somebody was taking advantage of you anyway. It was like something that you just wanted peace. That's all you wanted was peace, and you knew that a fool would keep what he should lose and lose what he should keep. Hold on, a whole stack on the floor. Yeah, so something about you, your whole ability to be real and look at the whole situation and just be real about it. That's what allowed you to lovingly leave. Because you recognized you was dealing with the weasel. You recognized that and you said, you know what, if I kept trying and it wasn't coming back or it wasn't reciprocated or it wasn't meant to be, I'm the fool for trying to keep what I should lose. Confirmation. Somebody just wanted peace. Hey, Triano. What's the message, Spirit? What you said, Braggsy? I remember DMX said in one of his songs, "Let me fly. If you love something, let it go. If it goes back to you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was." Truth. I'm glad, Red Velvet. You decided to be transparent, to be honest, not to hide, to be very open. And you doing that, being transparent with yourself, being transparent and allowing someone else to be transparent with you, or you seeing the situation for what it really was, your intuition was on point and it was strong. Yeah. Something about you're not meant for each other. Maybe you all were secret lovers. This is some type of big karmic repay plan or something. Let me put these up here. Bottom of the deck. Trust. Trust yourself. Trust you. What does your heart say? What does your intuition say? What does your gut instinct say? What does that first thought say? Trust, so that you can remain balanced. When you trust in yourself and you go with what you know to be right instead of what you hoping to be right, but with what you know to be true, you remain balanced. You don't stop trusting with what you know to be true until you see physically something else that's meant for you to see physically to change how you should feel about a certain situation. 11 in the chat. Thank God. Okay, now it's 13. Yep, the third eye. The third eye, yes. Someone is determined to heal. Someone is determined to heal from having to lovingly leave some type of weasel who didn't have your best of intentions and best interests at heart anyway. They didn't have the best intentions for you anyway. It's time for somebody to rest. Rest in the wisdom and in the knowledge that they did the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Spirit wants you to have confidence with yourself, and above all things, love yourself first. Loving yourself first is what helps you to deal with any and every situation. Because that deal card is not helping you to be able to deal with something, but it's like a contract between you and God. What's the message, Spirit? Someone is determined to heal. Someone is determined to get better. Someone's determined to keep moving forward. Don't allow the worries or the concerns or the thoughts of the past to hinder you. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So something is getting ready to be revealed. And whatever is revealed, it's about to free you in no way. I mean, in some way that you had no idea. I mean, it's about to free you. And finally, for the first time in your life, you're going to feel like it's time for you to play. Now it's time for you to have fun. Now it's time for you to go out there and live the life that you want, because now you have the freedom to do it. Something is about to be revealed. This determination to heal a situation is going to reveal something that's been covered for so long, but it's so freeing. And it allows somebody to be able to put their guards down. And it's with good intention, because it's going to allow you to be able to rest. It's going to allow you to be able to put a situation to rest. Something that's been plaguing someone for a while. Almost like, when someone finally gets confirmation or vindication. What's the message? Anything else? Thank you. Yeah. See, there was something that I guess there were more than one person. There were some people that collaborated against you, but that thing is over. And now those that have collaborated against you, not only is that over, but they are in fear. They are in fear of what is about to happen to them, because things with you are transforming. See, they meant for things that they did to you to consume you, but you know what? Just like a buzzard, you was able to use everything to your advantage. Everything to your advantage. So now these people that, like I said, these people that collaborated against you, they spoke against you. They tried to turn a group against you. Someone. They tried to make it seem like you didn't know what you were talking about, or like you were the big liar. But now it's been revealed. Something that they cannot hide. They can't close this door that was flown open. It wasn't flown open. The door was blasted off the hinges. Now they can't hide this. And now you're free. You've had so many years of being bound by their lies, by their secret lies, by their collaboration. But now that's all over. You get to go play. And they are in fear because they know it's over. You know, it's like once you try so hard to make something work out in your favor for so long, and then whenever it's proved that somebody was telling the truth the entire time, the people that were lying, now they want to try and save face. They want to say, well, no. You misunderstood what I said. Well, no. Well, I didn't really mean this. I really meant that. But that's not what they said. That was not their intention. Things are happening fast, quickly. Like I said, something has been revealed and they can't stop it. See, now somebody is withdrawing from them emotionally because they know that that person lied to them and they trusted that person with that partner. They trusted that person with that person that they trusted. Even they're feeling the emotional loss. They should have used their third eye. What's the message, Spirit? And maybe somebody is just having to lovingly leave because they know that somebody was a weasel and they'll always be that. They're never going to change. Their name is can't get right. They're never going to change. Hey, Behaven, how are you? Oh, that's right, New Zealand. Yeah, see, somebody is thinking about this memory that they have with you. And back then they should have chose wisely, but they chose not to. And it was a decision that they couldn't change. They couldn't move. They're not going to. So it was like, people know what the fuck they doing. They know what the fuck they doing when they doing it. But the thing that they don't know is how it's going to affect them later. How it's going to come back on them. So somebody's thinking about how they chose to treat somebody or who they chose to love or something. But it was a choice. It was a movement. It was a decision that they now have to live with. You get positive movement forward. Your heart chakra is open, completely open. And now love begins for you because you lovingly left. You knew when it was time to go. You knew because things were not going to get any better. Hey, Lotus Oracle. It's your realness about the situation. It's your realness about being able to accept it that affords you this wonderful sun-grown grace to be able to move on peacefully, lovingly, confidently. What's the message? Hey, Davinia. Yeah, you sacrificed. And you continue to sacrifice by cutting your losses. Where before there were material and financial changes, there still are, but now they're more positive for you. Because now, once again, something has come out, something has been revealed that you get the victory and the success. Someone has something that they want to express to you and they want to talk about this emotional loss that they're feeling or that they felt or that they are now experiencing, especially because it's coming up, it's burning inside of them and they can't stop or help but want to talk about it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Red Violet. Hey, Tia. So Tia, I sent you an email earlier. So yeah, like I said, it's like there are so many times that I would get ready and somebody else would not be there. So I like to verify or confirm or something. Or I feel like if you're going to do a donation, if you do the donation first, then you'll definitely be there. Something about some rest and rejuvenate. I feel like this is you. This is your time. You get to rest now because now you are triumphant. You know, it's almost like those people, you know, and I'm just getting it as an example. Let's just say that you got locked up for something that you didn't do and you served hard time. And then it came out that you didn't even do it. You never did it. So they let you out. Of course, they compensated you. And then you got to live the rest of your life. The thoughts, the memory is still there, but the fact that you've been vindicated, then nobody's ever going to say, oh, they're always going to say, you know what? They were so wrong for that. They were so wrong for that. And then those that try to take you down, oh, they've got a price to pay. Hey, Kahina, how are you? I'm sorry. Hey, Deborah. Something about this recognition and reward and starting over from the bottom, you know, or people are recognizing how you started from nothing, how you absolutely positively started from the bottom and now you worked your way, started from the bottom, now we're here, started from the bottom, now the whole team here, started from the whatever. Yes, how many obstacles and challenges that you went through, but you know what? You never fucking gave up. 2121 in the chat, thank God. You never gave up. What's the message, Spirit? So now they're talking about it, how you never gave up. Yes, because you know what? You always used your third eye. You was always wise beyond your years. You allowed wisdom yourself to be guided by wisdom, not by somebody else's bullshit. Past the challenges and the obstacles. What's the message, Spirit? What else? What else? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Can't make this up. What is that? Spiritual strength. That was because of your spiritual strength. And people are recognizing that about you. That's that part of that realness. Can't make it because they see the obstacles and the challenges that you went through. And it was because of your spiritual strength that you were able to make it through. You always had that light. You always looked towards the light. And they see that you've always had that triumph and success because you looked towards the light with your spiritual strength. You always kept your eye, like they say, keep your eye on the sparrow. You always kept your eye on the sparrow. Always allowing yourself to use and exercise your intuition. Hey, darling, how are you? Right, exactly. We look like we just had to do it. Exactly. But you know, when we look back on it, that's when we can realize how difficult it was. Because it was difficult. But we had to do it. We just didn't give up. And something about you don't it's like you have no regrets. You have no regrets with however things happen to however the tree is shaking and however shit is falling out, you have no regrets because you always maintain hope that things would always work out in your favor and you always stood your motherfucking ground. You always stood your ground. That's what have somebody else trapped in fear. They tried to get you off your game, to knock you off balance, but didn't work. It never worked. Yes, Tia. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Now they're looking at you. You have a firm foundation. And even when they try and throw temptation your way, and they try 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 to throw temptation your way, it's not working because your instincts, your gut is telling you, let it go. Leave it. You already see what it is. You already know what it is. You already see the truth of the situation. You already won. You're already victorious. You are already rejoicing. You're already celebrating. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Absolutely, positively nothing, because Spirit didn't just open up a door that no man could close. Spirit kicked that motherfucker in. He blew it off the hinges and said, how you like me now? Because see, you was trying to go against one of mine. You was trying to lie against one of mine. And no matter what I kept telling you, you better stop, you better stop, you better stop. You kept going. Bottom of the deck. Somebody's ships are coming in. Yes, your ships are coming in after a period of being left out in the cold, after a period of feeling like you didn't belong. Someone is getting ready to travel, but they're unsure of what to expect. But let me tell you, it's definitely going to be a wish fulfillment. It's going to be like a positive, a positive, I don't want to say embrace, but like reception, embrace, or whatever. Welcoming. News, something. What's the message? Thank you. Something about a Queen of Cups, someone very intuitive, loving. That's too many. That's way too many. What's the message? I can see the Eight of Cups. Something about this Queen of Cups and maybe some type of confusion around this Queen of Cups. But you know what? That confusion about who this Queen of Cups works with is going to end. In fact, that whole situation is going to end. Whatever this was, whatever confusion was there, because once again, someone told the truth. Someone's been speaking the truth, you know? Someone has been speaking the truth, and they've been talking about it. They've been telling somebody, and you know what? I feel like this person who's been speaking the truth has been saying it out of love. They've been saying it to somebody who was younger. You know, they've been telling this person something, then this person was younger with this Princess of Wands, but this person, they're younger. Younger people look at all the people that tell younger people stuff, they look at them like, yeah, okay, well, whatever. Oh, okay, yeah, you know. And it's like, yes, I know. Been there, done that. The only reason you doing that or you perfected it is because I'm the one that perfected it for you. See, now things are starting to be clear. Everything is out in the open. There's nothing that can be hid. All the confusion is gone. And this Queen of Swords had said it before. The Queen of Swords had said it before. Probably over and over again. It was the Queen of Swords. But someone didn't want to listen. But now someone has no choice. Because guess what? Somebody was trying to do something, to win. To win what? To win something that they could not hold. But they lost their soul. They didn't win. Now somebody's left out in the cold. It's like, you like they say, you're doing too much. Somebody did way too much. And now they're concerned, confused. Now they're upset, they're worried. They're like, damn, I was doing too much. I should have stopped. I should have stopped. I don't know. You don't know, I don't know. Exactly. See, somebody, hard head, soft behind. That's all I can say. Hard head, soft behind. And the sad, crazy part about it is They did it to themselves. This is something that they worked on. This is something that is coming back to work against them. Because that judgment day is here. And all of that was sent out is coming back on somebody. And there ain't nothing they can do. Nothing. Because, see, somebody, they wanted some attention. They wanted some attention. They wanted to be seen. They wanted to be noticed. They wanted somebody to know, it's me, it's me, it's me. I'm that motherfucker. I'm that motherfucker. Because something about this giving and receiving, this reciprocity, somebody was in their little, on their own devil time. They wasn't doing somebody right. They was sitting here, somebody was lying about this empress. They were saying that this empress was something that she wasn't. Somebody was lying. And now all that shit is coming back around. Because they're finding that, oh wait, I'm finding out that the empress was always just an empress. And made empress decisions. Hey, she's lit 420. Hey, Subu. You know? Now someone is thinking about how they can work on getting somebody back, or work with this one that they want to choose. Because now that's like, now somebody wants to travel, or they're traveling and they're going to be left out in the cold. They're going to find out something that's going to leave them out in the cold. Yeah, they're going to find out something that's going to leave them out in the cold. Somebody is about to be cold-blooded to them. Mm-hmm. Oh, well. You like it or love it. See? Thank you. Yeah, something is getting ready to come back around. Yep. Because Spirit is looking down and look. Spirit is like looking down, on somebody who was wreaking havoc. And it could have been wreaking havoc with somebody who was, a parent, or, somebody who, something like that. But like I said, something's getting ready to come right back around on somebody. Careful what you give out, because when it come right back, and this is it coming right back. They didn't think it was going to come back on them. But see, they was giving their ass to somebody to kiss. I hope they like the smell. I hope they like butt smell. I hope they like how it smells. Because you know what? That karma is coming right back from that same person who wanted all that attention. So just look. You'll see who it is. The person who you like, damn, that's happening. Damn, that's happening. Damn, that's happening. That's the one who wanted you to have all the attention. That's the one who's getting all the attention back. Like I said, their ship is coming back in. It's going right back around to them. It's like a boomerang. Everything that they put out there could have been a King of Cups. Everything that somebody was trying to put out there, that's too bad. Too damn bad. Right. You sure don't want no comeback, especially if it's karma. You got that right. Deborah, you can get noticed, right? But you can get noticed with the right discernment. Exactly. Let me see. We got the Six of Cups, we got the Ten of Cups, we got the Six of Swords, we got the Two of Pentacles, and we got the Four of Wands. Yeah, see, now somebody want to come back and they want to do their reciprocity. Now they want to be happy with you. Now because they see, because your name been cleared, your record been cleared. Now they see that you wasn't just, head 304. You wasn't the reason they came up with the area code. You know what I'm saying? That you didn't never live in the red light district. That none of that shit that they were sitting there talking about, they see none of that shit was fucking true. Now they want to come back. Now they want to go to common waters with you. Damn, my dog, like, I wish he shut up. Now they want to go. Now they want to put the situation upside down. Now they want to build something with you. Now they want to be stable with you. You see what I'm saying? Now that's when they want to start over, and they're hoping that you want to start over too. And because now that they did some investigation, now that they finally fucking did some fucking investigating on what their ass should have been doing long motherfucking ass time ago. So fucking long ago. They finally pull their head out their ass, hear that loud ass pop, and now they do their investigation and they find out the shit that they should have been finding out long ass time ago. And now they want a new beginning. You see how silly you sound? You see how stupid you sound? Now you want to start over after you done found out the truth, after you done acted an ass, and refused to find out the truth until the truth could not be refused any fucking more. Oh. Karma, and this is what you get. This is what you deserve. Justice, because you getting justice. You getting justice for all the shit that you went through, and they getting justice for all the shit they tried to put you through. Just, honey, let me tell you something. You sitting solid. You good. You single, your money is good, you good. You real good. By your damn self. What's the message, Spirit? Something about some King of Pentacles. Now this King of Pentacles, now he want to end being standoffish. He don't want to hold you at arm's length no more. Now he's seeing things from he used to see you as a wonton, spread your legs everywhere, you giving this, giving that, giving this, giving that, thinking that everybody got your number and shit. But now that the motherfucker got some news, like, no, don't nobody have my fucking number. You got my number. Now somebody want to come to you. Now they want to take a leap of faith after you done said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm good. Forget it. I'm good. Because you saw that motherfucker has some secrets and has some bullshit going on. But you know what? You've been through enough. You was already too balanced. You was using your intuition. And you know what? And you had already made your decision. I'm good. Been through that before. Whatever. It's because you was being able to be real with yourself. You was real with yourself. Now somebody see how you just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm good. You put an end to that. What's the message? See, people don't expect you to be real. They don't expect you to say what you mean and mean what you say. And when you act on that shit, then they be like, well, damn, I didn't know that they was gonna do it like that. Yeah. You left somebody out in the cold, and trust me, they feel left out in the cold. Because trust me, they know shit is done. Shit is over. You put shit is at rest. You prayed about shit. You prayed about it. Spirit gave you, the desires of your heart, and you good. Hey, Jimmy V. Martin, how are you? Right. And you was able to take care of yourself and protect yourself and stand up for yourself. And you stood your ground. No matter what, you stood your ground. That's the best part. That's the part that I feel proudest of you, is because you wasn't going to back down. See, somebody was trying to throw some confusion and some shit. Like I said, they was trying to get you all fucked up. Somebody was acting like they knew some shit about you, but they didn't. And they was trying to tell somebody else some shit. They was trying to get you all fucked up. But now that the truth has come out, and spirit kicked the door off the hinges. They can't cover this shit up if they wanted to. Now they feel stupid. Something about an Ace of Cups. Oh, look at you. Somebody wants to get with you now. Somebody wants to get with you now because they see you're very loving, and they know that you're not afraid to stand your ground, especially since they see you in a whole new light. It's a whole new life. Mm-hmm. They made a totally different decision about you now. Now somebody feel like they need to come and they need to apologize to you. They need to give you a big apology because they see that you. It's like there's a saying, you turned a dollar. You turned it into a dollar out of 15 cents or something like that. That's what I'm hearing. Like you took two nickels, you rubbed them together, and you made something. Because look, you knew you had all the tools that you need, and you went from the seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody saw that, and somebody's doing something. They're looking at you. They're really looking at you, and they see that you know what you did the whole thing by yourself. You took two nickels and you rubbed them together and turned it into a dollar. What you say? They all beggars, stripper pole dancing and playing warm slot machines. Well, something about this King of Cups. What he got to talk about? I feel like he wants to say something. Yeah, he wants to talk about how he feels now. Now he wants to start over. He wants to give you some type of gift. And he knows you deserve that because he knows that. Listen, he could have been, your child or something like that, or a kid, or uh, these two, I don't know. But it could have been, hell, it could have been this couple and the child of the couple right here, you know? Mm-hmm. But see, maybe there was some information that wasn't out, about what had happened or something like that, and somebody else was, and you know how people get in somebody's ear. They get in somebody's ear and they start talking and yap, 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 yap about some shit they don't even know about because number one, they wasn't even there. Number two, they don't even know the people. But yet they want to be a professional or an expert on some shit, but they shouldn't even have shit to talk about. One of them type of things. Mm-hmm. Somebody wants to talk about something that happened, about maybe there's some type of passionate or some type of But I feel like this person, for whatever reason, had a misconception. And maybe that's why this person didn't think that anything would work out, because this person had some type of misconception or some type of other thought. But now that now that that's all out, this person is looking at you like, damn, well, wait, what was I tripping off of? This the motherfucking cat's motherfucking meow. That's it. This the cat's meow. What the fuck am I thinking of? What's the message, Spirit? I know that's right. I know that's right. She's lived 420. What's the message? Especially whenever you stop putting into or trying to, whenever you just chill, when you sit back in the cut and you don't do nothing, because you said, I've done enough. I've done quite enough. Anybody gonna do anything else? I bet it's gonna be you, or else it's not gonna be anybody. Because somebody's looking at how much you put in, and now they know it's their turn. It's their turn because they see that they didn't put in anything at all. Yeah. It's the person who wants that recognition, but then they see and they need to hold you in high regard, high esteem. They need to give you your flowers. I feel like somebody wants to, they have this. Somebody wants to. They have something. They want to start over with something. They have this gift, or they're being bestowed a gift. But I feel like it's something that they've always wished for. Somebody else is being bestowed a gift, Somebody else is being left, and then the person that's doing the leaving is being bestowed a gift. Yes, could have to do with something about their family, and they didn't know it, because this came in sideways. Or somebody's getting some type of recognition about something, but it's some type of communication, and it helps somebody to like complete a whole cycle in their life. Like they're getting some type of communication, and they're going to be meeting up with these people or something, and forming these new relationships. And it's like it helps them to complete this cycle. If they're nervous, though. They're nervous, but it's a wish fulfillment. But the thing is, it's like it was somebody else that helped them to get there. It was somebody else that helped them to get their wish fulfillment. Let me see. His mother, she's lived 420. Jimmy said 28 years to learn. It's a long time to get into someone's brain. That must have been, something about someone, somebody. I feel like somebody really, really, really prayed. This is like an angel. This is real. Somebody really prayed. They really prayed, and they was doing things to try and fight for this. They was doing things to try and get this done, to do this, to make this wheel of fortune turn in their favor. And finally, things were able to finally turn around. And that's when this judgment, now this decision has been made. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, someone's ships are coming in. Good things are coming in. I do believe good things are coming in. It's like someone's getting a present from the universe, and this is their good karma for all the things that they've done. Sacrifices. No matter what, you did the right thing. No matter what, it would have been easy to say this or that or whatever, but you chose to do the right thing. No matter what people were saying about you, you always stood up for yourself. Confirmation. You always stood up for yourself, protected yourself, no matter what people were gossiping about you. Rubber your glue bounces off of me. It sticks on you. Yeah. No matter what. I'm telling you, somebody was they thought that they could plan something. They thought that they could do something. They misthought. They fucked around and they found out. Somebody thought that they could do something. You can't make this up. They thought that they could do something. They fucked around and they found out. They couldn't. Because the lie come out. Yes, the lie come out. Spirit was allowing all the lies to come out about who, what, this, that, and the other. And now this person that was sitting here, trying to build things up because they knew it wasn't going to work. Now they want to be delivered. Now they want to be set free. But now they stuck. They stuck. They stuck because maybe they tried to break these two people up. It could have been a mother and a son or something like that. I don't know. And now, something about somebody's planning something with somebody's planning to travel. Travel and do something. Anything else from this deck? Yeah, but something about somebody they thought that they thought it was gonna be easy. Because they were trying to have you stuck, but the truth came out. They tried to have your ass stuck, but the truth came out. You get the wish fulfillment, and here they are. They thought that you was going to be where they had you in a certain place, and you wasn't going to be able to move or do nothing. No, you get the wish fulfillment. You're the one who gets the prize. Them, they get surprised when that shit hit them, but you get the prize. Let's see, we'll pull some from this deck. Let's just say death magic. Oh, look, we don't do that with Jimmy. We don't do that. That's the wrong channel. Somebody, they wanted you to lose. We already know that. And this is somebody who was a timid person. They was weak. They didn't have any direction, no inner beliefs. This is somebody who was easily led. Easily led. Anything else? But people, whoever this was that was easily led, they're gonna find out that's gonna be a lesson that they'll never forget about being easily led. Time for somebody to break the curse, or somebody has to break the curse. Somebody is outside waiting. But you know what? There's something about your positive energy that's helping them. Something about your positive energy that's helping them. And they're being haunted. They're being haunted because of what they've done. Not only are they being haunted because of what they're going to, but they're going to spiritual jail too. You already know that you can't trust those people. You already know you can't trust those people. That's why they're going to spiritual jail. That's why they're being haunted. Something about your daydreams. Maybe your daydreams are coming true, or you had a vision in your daydreams. But you definitely had an understanding of yourself. Anything else? And maybe somebody's having visions. Somebody's going to end up catching feelings. Because you leveled up. And now they're in prayer. Because you are not who they thought that you was. Somebody now, they need to go find their own genius instead of trying to have some type of victim mentality, Yeah, somebody's a jive ass turkey. What else, Bear? Yeah, something about somebody's ego and pride help them to fall, But sometimes you have to play the fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. And sometimes that's what happened. Because God had a different plan. And when you saw that, you knew it was going to be a brand new positive day. Something about your throat chakra. Maybe your throat chakra opened up on Friday. That's when somebody sees that you're different and unique. Anything else? Thank you. Everything that somebody tried to try to do to you has been put on hold. Or all their stuff has been put on hold too. They didn't realize who you were. That you was part of a very close group. There's only 144,000. A very select few. Hey, Sia, how are you? So, yeah, they didn't know. They know now. Now they know. But they didn't know back then. Now they depressed. And they depressed because they are always playing the victim. This is the same person that's always like, please unblock me. Please unblock me. And it's like, come on now. Even whenever they try to sneak and do some shit, not thinking that you was gonna see it. You didn't have to see it. God saw it. God told you what was up. Come on now. What else, Spirit? Anything else? I know. See, a long time no see. I know. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, somebody said, hey, I can show you better than I can tell you. They thought that you was new to the game. No, boo. You new to the game. I'm true to the game. It's a big difference. Big difference. What's the message, Spirit? They seeing that you handled it with dignity. This is some type of earth sign. They seeing that you handled this shit with dignity. Because you received prophetic dreams. You knew to stay light, fly free, be suspended in the air like a hummingbird. Plus, you know what? Your career trajectory is on the way up because you choose God. You chose God. And you also confirmation, and you pay attention to your strengths. This other person, they talk about some bury all my money with me. That's where this person's at. Big difference. Hey, Diane, how are you? Yeah, somebody's mad because you don't need them. You don't need them to complete you. You're complete without anyone else. You're complete by yourself. See, this person thought they was going to be the Pied Piper in your life, that they was going to be able to, you was going to be like, oh, hello, yes, did you almost call me? Because that's why I called you, because I thought that you was getting ready to call me. So I said, let me call, just in case they're getting ready to call, so they don't have to call. So anyway, I called. So anyway, just calling. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I thought it was going to be the Pied Piper. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You go do that shit somewhere else. See if that shit work on some monkeys first. Do that with them. Go to the zoo first. What's the message? Thank you. Yep. They didn't want this smoke. They did not want this smoke. Okay. They didn't want this smoke. They figured that shit out quickly. They was like, oh, you are true to the game. Let me just say, I do apologize from the top of my heart to the bottom of my feet, because I didn't realize you was true to the game. Yes, and I am very new to the game, and I don't want you to mollywop me and my ass all over the floor. So I humbly apologize. What's the message? Anything else? Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, what you scared for? What you scared? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. What you scared for? Now, since somebody realizes it's about, a soul contract, now they understand, and it goes deeper, 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 deeper than what they had initially thought. Now they realize that it's some having to do with some heavenly host. Now they're getting scared. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Hey, Samantha, how are you? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Hey, if anybody has any questions, put them in the chat. We can go through questions today. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. See, they are right to be scared because they knew that it was coming back. Oh, ouch. A dark curse is returned. Yeah. That's something to be concerned about. Praxis says, why is the sky blue? That is an atmospheric pressure question. I cannot answer that. That has to do with the atmosphere. What's the message? That's right, because we say it is. Could be green, we just call it blue. Something about, negative energy came in like this, and I'm going to keep it like that. Because we saw positive energy earlier. Here it is. And the negative energy came in upside down, so we're going to keep it upside down. So somebody understands that, you're not about no negative shit. You're about positive shit. And for them, it was funny until it wasn't funny. They understand now that whatever they said, their word is their bond. So, yeah, especially if they was lying. Because if you have liabilities, you are a liability. So, somebody realizing that their dark curses return to them. Oh, well. Because whoever they went to, that practitioner told them, get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here and take this money with you. But I'll keep this 5 because I do need some gas money. But take the rest of that money with you, especially these damn pennies. Oh, you cannot make this up. They have an entity attached. Damn. That's too damn bad. Because God don't play about you. Period. Period. Think it's a game. I will ask Tia, let's find out. Spirit says stay in your highest self. All right. So let's ask about Tia. Let's see. All right, one moment. All right. Oh, let me get these off. All right, and I will use this one. Hey, J Mike, how are you? J Mike, how are you? J Mike 38. What's the message? Hold on. Just be patient. Something about patience. It's time to be patient. You know, maybe I don't feel like it's just be patient within yourself. You know, go within yourself. Learn to look at the wonderful, beautiful things that you have about yourself. That way, and not just that, not, you know, it's like you can still do things with the other person, but don't lose yourself. Make sure that you find yourself. Yeah, because Spirit doesn't want you to lose yourself so that you sacrifice your own destiny because of temptation. Let me do one more card. Anything else? This is what wanted to come out. Shadow. And that's just you making sure that you know who you are. Let's see what else. Yep. Through the obstacles and challenges. You know, and I think that you finding out, because your heart chakra will be completely open. And I feel like, you know, as your and love begins and prosperity begins. So, but, you know, I feel like it's as you're waiting for that perfect day, that perfect this, that perfect whatever it is that you're waiting for. I have no idea. You know, we have to not lose sight of who we are. Yes, we want that companion, that mate, that this, that the lover, but we have to not lose sight of who we are, especially when we can know who we are and love who we are, celebrate who we are. And not just when we get with that person, don't stop being us, continue being us, because then that helps us through the obstacles and the challenges, because then we still remember who we are when we are facing these problems with somebody else. So let me see. I'll pull 2 from this deck just to clarify. What else, Spirit? Okay, so it was 3. Ace of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the death card. I feel like this is spirit saying, hey, and you know what? Don't be afraid if something don't seem like it's adding up, it's not. Don't be afraid to um, end things, as opposed to if it's not adding up, if it's not adding to you. If it's because you're going to already come whole. So there is nothing that there's within that relationship that is going to complete you because you're already complete. Now, it can add to your completeness. Now, if it does not add to your completeness, if it doesn't add to that joy, if it takes away from that joy, it's time to cut that motherfucker off. Like, hey, ninja, you stealing my joy? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So, all right. So I hope that helped. All right. So Samantha said, well, at least I got a heads up. All right, y'all. So I guess if nobody else has any questions, I'm going to take my DOG for a WALK. And can't say the words because then somebody's going to jump up and be jumping all around and everything else. So, but I do plan on being back this afternoon. It's 3:00 already. Oh my gosh! So I'm gonna run and get something to eat. Hopefully, I won't get the itis and be done. But I do plan on coming back this afternoon. I love y'all, and I'll see you a little bit later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Shaylin. Thank you. Thank you, Sia. All right, I'll see you all soon. Thank you.